There's been a lot of talk about black men wearing women's clothes for roles. Do you think some criticism is valid or is it overblown? I think whatever you got to do for the role is what you got to do for the role. You know, I'm one of them old school cats that just, the things I've done to get myself in character, man, go far beyond wearing, you know, women's clothes, whatever. Yeah, you do whatever you got to do to get into that space.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think anything that people do or ask folks to do that are like, you know, gimmicky or that are really meant to belittle or diminish or, you know what I mean, that's about something other than the part, then that is a problem.
I've heard Brandon T. Jackson talk about it, where he felt like his career just kind of
Big Mama's House 3 here.
It kind of took him out because he put on a dress. But I mean, there are other men that have worn dresses and flourished tremendously.
I just think like cats in dresses in general, for the sake of humor, it's usually a lazy joke.
Okay.
So beyond the we trying to belittle you and make you look gay and push the gay agenda on a young black man, as humor, it's just an easy joke. Because you could say the industry forced Brandon because Brandon didn't play with it or because Brandon made a big deal about it. The other producers could go, he's difficult, don't cast him no more. Okay, fine, that's one part of the argument. But then where do you put all of the youngins that get on IG and do they sketches and they imitate black women, they put on a wig and this how your girl look in the morning. And then they wearing a bra or whatever. Hollywood didn't tell them to do that.
I mean, I didn't have to do it, but on Nickelodeon, me and Keenan, we was Lanisha and Latanya on all that, and shit was funny. I think if we're talking about that, our community chooses things to
outrage.
Yeah, and things that we supposed, and I understand it a lot of times. You know what I mean? Because if you want to get to that concept of, you know, being emasculated and all of that stuff, but sometimes it's just not that serious until we make it that serious.
I think the issue, though, now in the present day with black men wearing dresses and emasculation is that you don't have nearly as many masculine black figures.
Isn't here. I think that's what it is. It's a balance.
In the 90s, you had a Carl Winslow. You had
come on.
Where's our balance?
You had a Cosby Show. Like I'm just being honest. Like
there's a whole lot of strong niggas on TV right now.
Where they at?
Black
Where
sitcoms.
Well, not.
They got dangly earrings.
If we're talking humorous presentation of feminization of a man versus masculine presentation of a man. I
agree.
In the one-to-oneness, I just feel like in the 90s there was more black shit on TV, so there were more places to see black men doing an array of things than there are now.